Hello and welcome to the Python tutorial series. My name is Daneyal. We know that in object-oriented programming there are four major concepts. One is called abstraction, second one is called encapsulation, third one is inheritance, and fourth one is polymorphism. So far we have learned three concepts of object-oriented programming: abstraction, encapsulation, and inheritance. So if you have still doubt in these concepts, then you can put your queries into the comment box. In this session, I'll discuss about the last concept of object-oriented, that is called polymorphism. So before going to start the session, first understand that what is the meaning of polymorphism. So polymorphism, we know that is one of the principle of the object-oriented programming by which an object can perform single functionality in many forms. And the polymorphism is actually the combination of two words. One is called poly and second one is called morph. And poly means many and morph means forms. So we can say that many forms. Polymorphism is also referred to as one name, many forms, or having one name with multiple functionality. For example, a person can walk in many ways like slow, fast, forward, backward, etc. So that is called polymorphism. It means if you have one functionality and you can show in many forms, that is called polymorphism. We have already seen one example of the polymorphism. That is, for example, if you have, remember that print function. So if you write here, that is the hello. So you are passing one argument, that is a string. So it prints the hello. Let's execute and see this. So as you can see that we are getting the hello output. But if you have any variable, for example, a is equal to 10, and you want that it should print a value and it should print hello as well. So you can write print as well as you can pass hello, and here you can pass the second argument as a. So it means the print function can be used in many forms, with a single argument, with multiple arguments, and with different types of the argument also. It means that the print function can perform the many functionality. So it has the many forms to perform the functionality. So you can also do this by using your code, by your implementations. Let's see that how to implement the polymorphism. We can achieve the polymorphism by using the method overloading, by using the operator overloading, and by implementing the method overriding. So overloading, we say that if you have one functionality with a different number of the arguments, so that is called method overloading. So in Python, if you define one function that can works with a different number of the arguments, so that is called method overloading. So let's see that how to achieve this. For example, if you have one class that is calculator, for example, okay, so that is the calculator, and here we can define a function that is add, and this function can perform the addition of two numbers. Okay, so this will be the implementation of this function. This function will accept two arguments, a and b, and after that we will print the value of a plus b. And if you want to call this add function, first of all you will create the object of calculator, and after that you will call this add function by passing two arguments. So let's create an object of this calculator. OB is equal to calculator, and here I'm going to call this add function and passing two value. Okay, now if you run this, then you will see that we are getting the output as, okay, one more thing that I made a mistake here, that is comma. So let's see. As you can see, the sum is 22. So now it works fine, but the requirement is I want to add three numbers. So we can do one more thing, that we can create a separate method that will accept three arguments and that can perform the addition as well. But the requirement is we don't want to change the functionality because we want to implement the polymorphic behavior. Polymorphic behavior says that one function can perform in different ways. So if you have one addition functionality of the calculator that can perform the addition of two numbers, so this add should perform the addition of three numbers as well. So this can be performed by using one implementation that is called default arguments. For example, if I write c is equal to 0, so it means if we pass c is equal to if we pass three arguments, so it will accept three arguments. If we pass two arguments, then it will work for a and b, and c will be 0. So now I'm going to write the the logic is a plus b plus c. So let's see that will it work for the two arguments or not. Yes, it is working. Now if I want to add three numbers, so I will write a dot ob dot add, and here I will pass three numbers, 10 comma 12 and then 13. So let's see that will it work for the three arguments or not. Yes, it is working for three arguments. It means this add function of the calculator class uh, is performing the addition on two arguments as well as on three arguments. So this is actually called the polymorphism. A single functionality can act in a different ways. So this is called the polymorphism. You can also do this by using one more implementation that is called var args. So if I write simple like asterisk and args, so now it will accept as many as number of argument you will pass, and it can perform the addition of those arguments. So we can write like this, or I in args. Okay, and here we can write that sum is equal sum plus I, and first of all we need to declare one variable that is 0, and after that I will print the value of the sum after the completion of this loop, as you can see. So now if I pass two arguments, then it will accept two arguments. If I pass three arguments, then it will accept three arguments. Let's see that what is the output of this program. So now you can see this, that it is also performing the operation. So this is the implementation of method overloading, and remember this one, method overloading will be implement in a same class. As you can see that we are passing two arguments, then it works. If we passing three arguments, then it works. And if we pass any number of the argument, for example ob dot add, and here I am writing 1 comma 2 and 3 and as many as number of arguments, so you can see that we are getting the output. So as you can see, add function performing the more than one functionality, more than one behavior, as the number of arguments gets different. So this is called polymorphism. So this is called method overloading. So I hope the method overloading is clear to all of you. Still, if you have doubt, then you can put your queries into the comment box. And if you are coming from any other object-oriented programming language like C++ and Java, then that the implementation of method overloading is a little bit different in those languages. So don't compare with those languages with the Python, because the implementation part is Python is a little bit different. So I hope all the concepts of polymorphism related to the method overloading is clear. Still doubt, then you can put your queries into the comment box. So method overloading and method overriding I'll discuss into the next video tutorial. So still, as I said, if you have doubt, then you can put your queries into the comment box. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye bye.